Starting with health news, you might have to think twice before calling an ambulance. The New York Fire Department hiked the cost to ride in a standard ambulance to $1,385. Furthermore, the per mile cost has jumped from $15 to $20. The FDNY said this rate hike in part reflected the increased salaries paid to EMS workers and inflation. Furthermore, the agency stated the rate increase aims to reduce the amount borne by city taxpayers in providing the service. In other news, New York City Mayor Eric Adams announced that 500 Apple AirTags will be available for free for automobile owners within the confines of the 43rd precinct in hopes of combating a rash of grand larceny auto crimes. According to the mayor, these tags can be hidden anywhere inside of a vehicle, and if the car is driven, the owner will receive a notification on their cell phone alerting them that their property has been taken without their consent. Owners will also be able to track their vehicle, thus being able to notify police exactly where the car is. The AirTags, which will be distributed at the local station house, comes as the Adams administration is seeking to combat crime. According to the NYPD, Kia and Hyundai vehicles have been prime target of these joyrides due to the manufacturer fault, allowing them to be jump-started using charging cables, which has been widely publicized and even encouraged through social media platforms. Officials hope that with these AirTags, thieves will be quickly brought to justice or even discouraged to start in the first place. In housing news, Tobacco Kills NY launched a major ad campaign in support of the New York State Governor Kathy Hochul's historic proposal to ban the sale of flavored tobacco products, including menthol cigarettes. Our BronxNet reporter Chanel Thompson has more details.
Bronx Borough President Vanessa L. Gibson and advocates from Tobacco Kills New York, including the NAACP, faith leaders, public health groups, gathered today to urge New York State and city lawmakers to end the sale of menthol-flavored tobacco products.
This effort is about saving lives and protecting our future generation of leaders. The banning of menthol cigarettes and tobacco products is really a recognition of systemic racism that has exacerbated in communities of color. Big tobacco companies have made money and profited off of tobacco products in our communities of color. We've seen generations literally wiped out because of cancer, including my own father, who died back in 2012 of lung cancer because he was an avid smoker. We've seen the impacts of smoking. We've seen the impacts of menthol cigarettes and what it has done in our communities. It's readily available. It's accessibility in our communities. The proliferation among children, being smokers, teenage smokers. We've seen all of the impacts. We've seen all of the data, and we obviously know that this is the way to go.
Many of those in attendance have lost friends and family members due to health defects that come with smoking cigarettes. I spoke to one teenager who wanted to tell us the importance of this rally and what it means to her.
I lost my aunt and my uncle due to this affective situation, so it should be a big take, a big understanding. And my take after hearing the panel today is very eye-opening because it shows that our generation is very much in trouble if we don't take effect on this situation now. So I just feel like it's something that we should really pay attention to, and the government should really much so put their eye on this thing so my generation, the future generation, can have something to look forward to.
Founder of the People's Assembly, Bridget Brantley, knows a lot about protecting our youth and standing up for what is right when it comes to the safety of them. She is an educator, and her mission is always to make a difference in the consciousness of the global community.
I feel like when the People's Assembly was started, it made me realize that the lack of care that's being paid attention to pantries, or the lack of us realizing that it took a pandemic for us to realize that scholars didn't have access to proper internet. But then it was me losing family members to the different types of cancer that smoking brings on, even secondhand smoke, where I had to say, you know what, I got to take a stand.
For more information on how you can find out more announcements from Bronx Borough President, you can visit their website at bronxboroughpres.nyc.gov. Reporting for BronxNet, Chanel Thompson.
Thank you, Chanel. That's all for the Bronx updates. We have to take a quick break, but we'll have more open for you when we return.